everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Laura Cadillac, aka the Pink Cadillac, and today I'm so excited to talk to you all about me. Just kidding. We're gonna talk about 10 things I don't think a lot of people know about me, and it's super exciting, and hopefully you'll have a lot of fun learning about me, and I want to learn about you too. So tell me in the comments below kind of what your favorite question was and your answer. So can't wait to hear. Let's talk about me. So I wrote out some note cards of things that you don't know. I'm going to shuffle them. I don't know what's coming. I wrote these, but I don't know. All right, first up, I cannot listen to country music. This is a fact. I like some older stuff, don't get me wrong, but when that honky-tonk music comes on, I can't help but laugh. I mean, I'm sorry, like, I'm gonna go to the barber and get my hair cut and my dog died. It's always sad. Why is it sad? Like, you lead with a funny, like a normal thing, and then something bad happens. Why? Why? Can someone please explain? So yeah, country music, can't do it. I'm sorry. Maybe the older stuff, some of it. I don't know. Does Shania Twain count as country music? I kind of like that. I don't know. That's country music. Okay. All right. Just, I like all other kinds of music. Just country. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm sorry your dog died. I'm sorry you had to sing about it. Maybe it's soothing. Maybe it helps you through it. I don't know. All right. So next one, Ricky Martin was indeed my first concert. It was at the Pepsi Center here in Colorado, and I went with my mom and my aunt, and we were real excited. It was awesome. He came in a car, and let me tell you, all those ladies around us were screaming like I've never heard screaming before. They loved him. I mean, he was pretty cute, and this was back way in the 90s when everyone thought he wasn't gay, but like, you kind of knew, but you were like, I hope it's not, but he's really cute, and I'm just gonna not deal with these feelings, and just, I like him, and he's really handsome, so that's what happened. A lot of girls around me were screaming bloody murder, and they loved him, and they made posters, and I heard Shebang, and it was awesome, and it was live, and I liked it. So that was my first concert. What was your first concert? Tell me below. Yeah, I'm not ashamed to say it. Ricky Martin, you're the best. Still love ya. I'm glad you're happy. You have some kids now. I just wish you made some more music. All right? Cool. Next one. I could eat breakfast all day, every day. It is literally one of my favorite meals. I love everything at breakfast. Bacon, pancakes, French toast, omelets. You've got Eggs Benedict, oh my gosh, you've got Bloody Marys, you've got champagne, you've got mimosas. Like, could breakfast just, there's so much there. I just love it. Literally breakfast for dinner. I could eat it literally, if someone was like, hey, you have to eat breakfast for the rest of your life all day, every day, I'd be like, I'm good, great, I got this, done. There's so many varieties. I mean, breakfast is amazing. My favorite place here in Colorado is Snooze, even though it's getting I've heard a lot of mixed things, but if you go to Snooze, get the insider tip, get the Sinful cinnamon roll pancake. It's not on the menu. They make it for you, and it's absolutely incredible. I don't like waffles though. I don't know what it is. I don't like the crispiness. You can't convince me to like a waffle. I've had one maybe good one in my whole life, and it was kind of like a malted waffle, and I really liked that. So I don't know. I haven't had a good one since. That was way back in like Colorado Springs or something. I don't even know. Long time ago. Ever since then, I've been a pure pancake, 100% pancake girl. So breakfast, where are my breakfast lovers at? Ooh, I'm just thinking about it. I might have to have some pancakes for lunch. Anyway, moving on to, what are we on now? To my number 4 fact about me. Okay, donuts are my favorites. If you watch me taste the jelly donut, you know how excited I got for those guys. absolutely love donuts. I'm obsessed. Everything about donuts are amazing. You frost them, you glaze them, you put jelly in them, you put fillings in them. Oh my gosh, whoever invented the donut, thank you, because you have delighted my mouth, my palate with this delicious combinations that I'm forever grateful. Thank you for frying them. Thank you for donut holes. Thank you for maple bars. Thank you for jelly donuts. Oh, I could go on. Do you guys know Dynamo Donut in San Francisco? Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with that place. I first moved to San Francisco. That was the places I went. I saw it on the Food Network. It was like one of those best things I ever ate. I think Duff Goldblum got the maple bacon donut, and I was like, I have to go try this. So that was literally, got to San Francisco. I think the next day I walked to Dynamo Donuts, and I was like, at least if I walk, it'll be less guilty if I eat a donut. So I was like, okay, but I ate like 3 or 4. So I mean, I made that walk work though. So I got one of those flavor cards they have there, and they tell you all the different flavors they have, and of course it rotates. And I think I checked all of them off. I tried everything. They have an apricot cardamom. They have their chocolate spice donut, which is one of my favorites. It like had cayenne, cinnamon, and pepper. Oh my gosh, so good. Do yourself a favor, if you're in San Francisco or you're going to San Francisco, you have to check that place out. Also in Austin, Texas, if you've heard of Gordo's, those are massive donuts. They have these like crazy flavors, like blue balls, which are like donut holes with blueberry flavor on top of them. Oh, I could go on. They're so good. They're kind of intense though. Like, you are going to get a stomach ache after, because if you eat that whole thing, it's a lot of donut. And you're talking to me, which is donut lover, that's a lot of donut. Anyway, if you have any awesome Colorado donut places, please let me know, because I am in search of some. They have open Voodoo, which is good. Don't get me wrong. I just like all those, like, I don't like all the stuff on the donut. You know what I mean? I'm like a purist. I like my jelly donut. Give me a classic glazed. I love me some Krispy Kreme. You know what I mean? So Voodoo, I love you. You're cool. You're an experience. Every time you go in there, it's awesome. There's cool things around you, and I've waited in line. I've done the whole thing. I like you. But anybody else have any other donut recommendations, please let me know. Love donuts. I could talk about them forever. Donuts and me forever. All right, on to... We're on number 5. Okay, so I have over 100 vintage clip earrings. If you can tell behind me, I've got some on today. I just love them. I pick them up wherever I go. If I'm traveling, if I'm at like a market, or I'm even gone on eBay. I've gone on Sweet and Spark is one of my favorite resources. They're an online website. They've got really cool, she's kind of scours the world like searching for these clip earrings. I've gotten used to kind of the feel. It pinches, I'm not gonna lie. You have to get kind of pads, or get like ones that are kind of a little bit worn. Sometimes the spring is like, woo, it just pinches you so bad. So sometimes I don't wear them like all the time. I wear them for a couple hours, take them off if I'm like working or something. Or at my desk, I'll take them off and let my ears like breathe for a second, or if I'm wearing headphones, take them out. But I've gotten really used to wearing them, and I don't mind the pinch now, but they just had such cool like stones back in the day. I love all sorts of clip earrings. Like, I'm addicted. It's like where I spend all my money. Like, I think one year for my tax return, I just like went to the Alamo flea market, and I got I think like 20 pairs of earrings. Like, I was addicted. If they have names on them, Weiss, like all of those sort of like famous ones, like I love them. They're just like so many cool stones. Like, as you can see behind here, like I have these cool flower ones, I have like red ones, and they go with everything. So super addicted. You can just wear a plain shirt and like have like really blingy, like these ones on the end. Here, I'll show you like these ones. You just put this with like a plain t-shirt, and it's just like, look at that in your ear. It just catches all the light. They don't make anything like this. So I am a huge collector, and if you have love clip earrings. They're amazing, and they're super, sometimes you can get them pretty affordable. I've gotten pairs for like $5. I've paid as much as like $80 for some, you know, if they're really great, if they have really cool stones. There's some really cool like Austrian crystal ones. So yeah, I love clip earrings. love them. You'll see them a lot in my fashion shoots. These ones are like a really cool, I think these are from Hong Kong, so these are like these little clips. So just like that, I have my ears pierced. I just love clip earrings. They just provide me like a nice alternative. I find like I can't find the same thing today in today's jewelry. It's not the same. So clip earrings, yes. Shout out if you love clip earrings like I do. Yes, you are awesome. I like you already. If you don't, it's cool. I feel you. So yeah, vintage clip earrings, they're my fave. All right, so this one is fun. I was on The Price is Right, you guys. Yeah, so I'll link the video below. It was my boyfriend at the time. We decided to go. I told him all I want for my birthday is to go on The Price is Right. I miss the Bob Barker days. I grew up watching Price is Right with my grandma, or when I was homesick. Like, it was, my mom watched it, so I watched it, my grandma watched it. It was just like family affair, and we just turned it on every day, 10 o'clock. You watch it for an hour, you watch these people win all these cool prizes, sometimes lose, and sometimes you were like, oh my god, they went all the way, or they got $1, or they had really cool stories. So I was like, okay, it's my birthday, let's go to Price is Right. It's in LA, it's easy, let's go. And so I got tickets. I got them in advance, and they really hooked it up. These were like advanced priority tickets, so we got to go like ahead of the line. We waited at 5 o'clock in the morning. We stayed at a little Airbnb nearby. We walked over, waited in line. We got some shirts. I got them all blinged out. Did it myself. I did these little letters like, pick me, it's my birthday. Drew's Crew on the back, and I think I was turning 27 at the time, so I put 27 on it and made it all glittery and sparkly, and I did them like a bright orange color. And so we made the shirts, we got in line, we were there. They didn't call anybody till like 7. So we go in line, and then we had priority, so we got to kind of go ahead of everybody. You fill out a bunch of forms, you wait some more, they finally call you in, and you interview, and you like tell them, you know, about yourself and that sort of thing. And then they shuffled us in, and they said, okay, you guys, you're gonna sit here, and they directed us to this special section. And I didn't think anything about it at the time, and they're like, all right, we're ready to roll, like everybody, and they take your phone and all this stuff, so it was like super private. So they're like, first one up to the stage, and then they call my boyfriend's name, and I was like, what? And then so he does really well. He goes all the way to the Showcase Showdown. He wins, and I go on stage, and meanwhile, in the episode, they call me out multiple times. They direct the camera towards me, and like in between takes, he's asking us like, oh, how long have you guys been together? Like, where are you from? And we tell him his whole deal. And I think my boyfriend, he was in the army, or he was in the military, like he was ex-military, so they liked that, and he was super, he had a great personality. So he won and went up Showcase Showdown. We got $60,000 worth of prizes. Side note, taxes were very expensive from that adventure, which he paid, so, and he's still paying, I think, but that's another story. But we went to Japan, we went to New York, we went to Italy, we got a jet ski, a ski-doo, and he spun $1 on a wheel, which was $1,000, and yeah, and he got a diamond pendant, so, which I think I still have. Oh my god, it's right here. Michael C. Fina, it's this like funny, it's this like little pendant, whatever. So we got to go on all those trips, and it's so funny because that's what I told him. I said, all I want is trips and money. Like, we don't need a car. We live in San Francisco. That would be crazy. Cars and money. And that's literally what we got. And all of those places we talked about, because he was stationed in Italy. So he's like, I'd love to show you in Italy. And then we'd both never been to New York. And then Japan, we were like, oh my god, I love Japan. I have a relative in Tokyo. So we were like, that would be really cool if we got Japan. And those were the 3 places I got. Like, could you believe it? Like, it was like the universe. Ah! It was amazing. So that's where we went. It was super awesome. We didn't end up together, which is totally fine. I'm really over it, but I have a great story out of it. And it was the best birthday present ever. And I was kind of bummed I didn't get to go on, like, and compete for the prizes, but I was more than happy cheering him on, and I didn't have to pay for taxes. So thank you. So that was Price is Right. It's awesome. I'll link the video below so you can see me freaking out. And I had super long hair. Side note, I didn't know like how to curl it cute like this. It was many years ago. So watch it, laugh. I hope you enjoy it. It was a fun episode. It was crazy to be there. I think if you have the opportunity to go there, get tickets. It is so much fun. Drew Carey is amazing, and just being in the audience and seeing how they do everything was amazing. I haven't watched the Price is Right like the same since, and it's been super entertaining to just like see it and know you were like, it brings up so many good memories. So Price is Right, thank you, you're amazing. The trips were incredible. We would have never experienced the things we experienced. We had like a driver in Japan. We had these really nice hotels. We had to pay for food and stuff, but it was literally out of this world. I am forever like so grateful for those memories. And so Price is Right, yay. So that was that. So next one up, I collect Polly Pockets, and I'm not talking about the ones that they make now because they're kind of like, ugh, I'm like sick of them, and they're kind of dumb. Like the mini ones, the ones where they were choking hazards basically. The ones in like the 90s, and they were like super old school, and they had the little babies and they had little things you could do and you open them up, and they were all themed. I think I have about 50 Polly Pockets, and I'm always like on eBay like, oh, do I need any more? Like, so I love them. They're like the old Bluebird brand. Yeah, Polly Pockets are just the best, like I'm not gonna lie. Probably about once a year I take them out and like play with them, even though I'm almost 30. They give me so much joy. You know, like the quilted ones with the heart, and they're like little baby themed. I am obsessed with those. They just were the cutest little characters, and there's ones where like you can brush her hair, and they're like, she's like a barber and she's got a salon, and she's like got this little towel on. I will have to show you like an unboxing of all my Polly Pockets one day. Let me know if you want to see that below, because I have a pretty cool collection. Let me know if you have any other Polly Pockets. Maybe we can chat about Polly Pockets, but they're amazing. I have Polly Pocket earrings that are clip, and I just love them. I'm super addicted. I've seen like a Polly Pocket purse, and I have a Polly Pocket pin. Be still my love for Polly Pockets. Not the new ones though. The old ones. Sorry, new Polly Pockets, you're not as cool, okay? I have done stand-up comedy. So this is a real life fact. I used to do it in San Francisco. Still trying to find a place in Denver. So if you have good places, let me know. But yeah, I did stand-up comedy. I did it kind of on the heels of like a big breakup, moving out. I was just like, it was always on my bucket list. I always like said, you know, like I want to do stand-up comedy. Like, you know, I was always like in those stupid, like, you know, like when you start a new job and they're like, oh, what's one thing you've never done? Or like they ask you those questions like to get to know you. And I was always like, stand-up comedy is cool. Like I want to do it. I love it. And everyone's like, oh my God, like really? You want to do that? And so finally, after all, like literally I had nothing else in my life. I was like, I'm broken up. I'm moving out of my apartment. I lost my job. So I was like, comedy. And so I did this little class in San Francisco. And so I thought like, you know, at least that would give me like a group so that they would kind of motivate me and get me started, and it was great. I met some amazing people. Shout out to my stand-up comedy buddies if you're listening, if you're watching. That was some great times. You were amazing. Thank you for encouraging me and getting up there. I remember when I first went on stage, it was bad. It was terrible. I was up there for what felt like a minute and a half, and I was up there for I think 30 seconds, and I was like, this is my first time and I've never done stand-up comedy, and no one laughed, and it was really awkward, and those lights were shining super bright on you, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never doing this again. But then you kind of just have to keep forcing yourself to go up there. You know, you're sweating, you're like, oh my gosh, like what am I doing? But you talk about your life. I ended up like the class at the end, we had to do a 6-minute kind of showcase. So it was kind of for the graduates. And so I developed this material based on everything I had gone through and my life. And it was super personal and super raw. I mean, I talked about everything, and it was great. It was one of the best experiences I've ever had. I think to really, as a female, as like trying to struggle through my own issues and my body and just like getting comfortable with myself, it was so freeing to get up on stage and to have this microphone, and people were listening, people were laughing, and my friends and family were there, and people got it. I got a lot of comments after like, you were so funny, and to just have that moment where this was me, this is what I wanted to say. I had a voice and people were listening. It really validated who I was and that I mattered. I don't think I've ever felt truly like that before in my life. And it just gave me such validation. So in that sense, it really gave me a sense of confidence in who I was, and that I was funny and that I had things to say and that it mattered. So that was such a turning point in my life. I absolutely love stand-up comedy. I've done organized two separate showcases for charity with all female comedians. So that has kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone in ways that are really enlightening, and I've learned so much about that. So shout out if you love stand-up comedy, if you do stand-up comedy, respect, because I thought it was so easy and it's not, and you really have to engage the audience, come up with material, and it's challenging. So anyway, stand-up comedy. Last two about me. Hope you're having fun with me. My next one, pet peeve, women and pigtails. So I'm talking mostly about grown women here. It's a look when you're 5 and you're cute and it's adorable. But I have seen some women, in their 50s and 60s, and granted, they're rocking it. If it makes you happy, who am I to judge? But I just get uncomfortable. It just feels weird, and I don't know how to feel about it. It just looks awkward. What more can I say? Pigtails should end after a certain period. Granted, they're a great way. If you don't feel like a ponytail, you just put them on both sides, but I don't know why you just don't put it in a ponytail to begin with. So yeah, if you're thinking about pigtails, just give it a second thought. Just like run that through your mind. Do I look good? Do I have, it's just, by all means, I'm not saying I'm hating on you guys if you wear pigtails, but if you're rocking them, respect. But I really feel like just throw it in a ponytail. It'll feel just the same. You don't have to do that weird middle part all the way down. And especially if it's off center in the back, that drives me nuts. And if you have like different colored hair ties, like, it just drives me crazy, y'all. I just can't. So pigtails, wear them at home. You can do whatever you want in your house. But when you're going outside, I just feel like if you're over a certain age, maybe like 10 it ends. That's a good age. So, drives me nuts. Who knew? That's just really one of my pet peeves. And last one, I love celebrity gossip. So I got a subscription for Christmas one year from my mom for Us Weekly, and I get the e-online alerts when something happens, when someone breaks up, when someone has a baby. And I can't live without it, you guys. I get so excited, especially celebrity babies. I'm addicted. Like, I was really into this blog about Suri Cruise and Beyonce. I'm just like addicted. I'm on baby watch. I'm like checking everything. I like put my Us Weeklies like in my bathroom. So like when I'm just sitting there, I just read those Us Weeklies, and it's great. I take them on planes. They're so entertaining. And I'm sorry for the celebrities that live their lives like that, but I thank you for the entertainment, and I love they're celebrities. They're just like us. It's just like, okay, like, of course they are. They're people, but they're so entertaining, and I love them. And I love you. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, click below, rate and subscribe. I want to hear it all. Thank you so much for watching, for listening all about my stories and all about me. And again, if you want to tell me anything about you, I would love to get a discussion going. All of these questions and all of these things about you. What are your pet peeves? What are your first concert? What do you collect? So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Stay fabulous and be utterly you. Thank you. Bye.